on, I'm too late. Got one watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, 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 and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, and him.
Been the best in this game for a minute. If I want it, then I'ma go get it. Ain't no asking, you know I'ma spin it. I don't go back and forth like it's tennis. I'm in mode, I've been locked on a mission. Cupid G, I ask God as my witness. I'm not pressing my bro off suspicion. Never pressing my bro off suspicion. She from Nola, she got superstition. I'm not waiting and hoping and wishing. I'm not stopping, I'm balling relentless. I'm a stepper, I'm standing on business. In the rumors, I'm minding my business. I'm a tutor, teach you how to get it. I said, fin with the ones in your city. We make movies, we all the way with it.
Point them out, 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 point them out. Watch them panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got one watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, and him.
I told the people, yes, I'm him. I did the impossible, but I'm not him. Gotta be by the escalator. I'm on the rim, hit the butter with a blitz. We gon' study this film. I ain't gotta say nothing, ain't always for real. Country people trying to give me a meal. You want you some violence, you got you a deal. Bushwick Bill, tell me how you feel. No, I'm not from Dallas, but yes, I'm a cowboy. We them boys. We make it loud noise. They ain't first to I be looking like a house. Got a defensive line that'll make them sit down. Feel like a D lineman, but still making touchdowns. Them in their hometown, I ain't here now one time. I've been a big bully since I was on the playground. I'm all grown up and I still don't play around.
Point them out, 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 point them out. Watch them panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got one watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, and him.
Real.
You the bum. Well, maybe. I think we'll watch Nier in like an hour. I'm just building my ultimate yet flawed jet team. Like, I'm trying to build like with almost perfect players, but with still like a combination of jet players. But it's you can't just force trades, so it's annoying. I don't have a cap on, so I keep on signing free agents and trading them for draft picks, which are then eventually used to trade for like elite players. And it's just like an endless cycle. It's just really annoying. And now it's to the point where like I have to start to like give up good players, like or players like who I like on the Jets. Unfortunately, like to make this work. I'm in this menu thing, yeah, because I'm trying to make the team better, and it's unfortunately there's no forced trade feature that I'm aware of. Alright, so obviously I think they're gonna. Let's see. So you see, like right now it's not letting me do the trade. So let me mess around for a second. Oh, I thought I put the second one in there. Alright, we got in there. Okay, hold on, because whenever I do the trade, I'll then, like, back out and, like, redo it, which is why, like, somebody somehow watching this video, which is like, I back out because I want to redo the trade, because I want to get like the most graphics I can get out of it in return, because it saves time. Well, not really. Oh, it does. Just not the time it's taking to rewind it, but ultimately. So I just made a new save file in case I go too quickly with this. Okay, so wide receiver Cobb. Tackle, you and you. Two, three. This game came out like a month ago. Frankly, I'm getting my money's worth out of it through just like the menu part, just this little mechanic thing. I'm like very obsessive with it. I've always loved franchise mode. It's always been my favorite part of Madden and FIFA, and even NHL. I've always loved, making my own teams. Like, and in my head, I make up all these custom news lines and what the radio people will be saying. This definitely helps with imagination. Like giving it a little bit of life in your head. Okay, fuck it. Let me just see if this one works. Fuck. Okay, so I obviously have to give up a first rounder. So 2 first and 2 second at first. Let's see if I can save it. You see the little green thing? I need it to be maxed out. Okay, let's go with the third rounder. We don't feel we could afford. Need to take somebody off there. See. Yes! Alright, I get 1 second round pick back, so we'll only lose 1 second round pick, lose the first round pick. And I'll get my 5th round pick. I'm gonna cut this guy. I don't even have to give up Cobb. Hold on, let me take a picture of this. I might redo this slightly, just. Yeah, maybe I won't. No, never mind, I'm not going to do it. Trade's good. I am happy with that trade. Wow, wish I could keep Cobb, but there's like no space on my team. Nah, it's good. Bye-bye to this guy. Oh, nope, we can go to my practice squad. No, it doesn't have to be traded yet. Alright, I'm relatively happy with that. This is annoying, this thing they made. What the fuck is this setup, bro? Just trying to mess with the depth chart, and it's so annoying. Oh my god, this is so annoying. I hate this setup thing. Is there like another way to do this? What do they want Alan Lazar to be there, dude? Come on. Okay, can I go to depth chart? Jeez. Let's see, this is way easier. Okay, fuck, that was annoying. It's ready to negotiate his contract.
Hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it. I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner, pocket and pop. That's dangerous. If you ain't with it, you throwing off the vibe, and I don't got time for that. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time for. I got the booze, stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time. drip. She in my wrist. That's a freezer. Give me assist. Give me teamwork. Keep it consistent. For the distance.
Southside on the track. Mellow made it right.
New drip, I just spent some G's on my attire. These righteous keep on growing, but my jeans getting tighter. I went overseas with the swiper. Bad, no, I never seen nothing like her. I bought for my snipers. Any sun moving, make it sing like the choir. RIP that got Lindsay Lohan. I need some more bands. I'm a grown man. If you gon' tweet it, ain't no need to tell me how you feel. My whole city catching bees, I'm from the rock for real. Broski turned into a demon when he off them. Ride till I die, hope that Jesus come and grab the wheel. That singing like Clay Aiken. RIP to all my loved ones that ain't make it. Got a bond with the streets and I just can't break it. Run it up, now my safe done turn into my safe haven. Them racks in, okay. On the block I'll post up, I can't fade away. Baby, I've been too turned, I don't care about what a hater say. Dark skin, thick, I like the so I named the bae. I'm in it every day. New drip, I just spent some G's on my attire. These righteous keep on growing, but my jeans getting tighter. I went overseas with the swiper. Bad, no, I never seen nothing like her. I bought for my snipers. Any sun moving, make it sing like the choir. RIP that got Lindsay Lohan. I need some more bands. I'm a grown man. Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me, spin and slide, say you gon' step by me, who gon' step by me, who gon' step by me.
Yeah, told him I would be a boss before I had business. I don't even need nobody here to vouch. I was all alone, so I ain't have a witness. Right back to the lab. Gotta go to work, I'm revving up my engine. I was just putting groceries in the bag. Now wait a minute, yeah, forgot to mention. I'm $100 million richer. Might paint $100 million picture. One man army, but I don't fatigue. Better have 100 million coming with you. Got good karma, so I'm riding fiscal. Hit the crossover, leave them playing Twister. Oh, they thought that I was just a... Now when I'm through, they call me Mister. Stop it, big wall with some ice. Play with the family, playing with your life. Just got the ops hurt, looking sick. So we gon' disinfect them like a wipe. Had that boy a big cat with no stripes. Now on the gram, ain't worried about a light. Yeah, I had to go ahead and raise the fee. If you ain't rocking with it, take a hike.
Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me, spin and slide. Say you gon' step by me, who gon' step by me? Who gon' step by me? Say you gon' ride, is you gon' step by me? Can't do it back, keep racks on me. Name home with, I keep 3 on me. Oh, so you riding, I can do everything that you gon' like. Young, rich and famous, I'm living the life. Pull up in that new thing, I'm swerving and hogging up both lanes. You know I'm in the mood, after I score, I'ma bring it to you. They're a free agent, I give them the boo. I'm with the crew, who we bringing it to. We got no limit, yeah, we on the ride. We all gon' step, we all gon' ride. Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me, spin and slide. Say you gon' step by me, who gon' step by me? Who gon' step by me?
Every time I'ma step with the steppers. Black and white beans looking like pepper. Flawless diamonds, yeah, I'm good under pressure. 400 racks tucked in the dresser. Blowing money fast like Big Meech. Thinking that they winning, big reach. They know I'm the best, I'm elite. I know when they hating is instinct.
Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me, spin and slide. Say you gon' step by me, who gon' step by me? Who gon' step
You know, I think use whatever they can.
It's week 9 of... The first 2 months of the regular season. The final two bring us as we're off in week 9. And this will not be returned to start the game. The new rule here in effect. Fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line.
I look for it. The game does look good.
As they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by Zach Wilson, former second overall pick, now in his 3rd season out of BYU.
And he is, without any question at all, the focal point of this offense. Had an unbelievable game running the football last time out. We're not just talking about little scampers here and there for 5 or 10 yards. We're talking about big, long, explosive field-flipping runs. And that's something this defense is well aware of.
Up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's to the 15. And down to the 5. A terrific opening drive has been knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Powers. And he's in. Touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jets need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here. They're going to try and run. And he will get in to make it 8-0. They wasted no time showing how aggressive they're going to be in this game. They get the quick score, and then they go for 2 seeding.
Surf's up, partner. And when surf's up, you ride the wave. They felt great about that quick drive, put in the end zone. Why not go for 2? They felt comfortable with the play call that they had.
And the home crowd loves it. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. So the Charger offense making its way out, and at the controls is the league's 2nd leading passer a year ago. At 25 years of age out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
The Chargers just continue to improve and take steps forward under the quiet leadership of Herbert, who's been the most productive quarterback in league history through his first 3 seasons. Over 4,700 yards last year. He's expecting to crack the 5,000-yard mark in this season.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
I'm not sure they mentioned it as a goal during the week or even talked about it in pregame, but the way they're playing right now, they want this game out of... Not only does the safety just demoralize the opposing offense, now you guys can run out there and try to add another 6 to their lead.
Oh, my goodness. Now that is going to be out of bounds on the free kick. And that's a big mistake. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On the counter, it's Hall. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Wilson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
It's now 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
watching that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and the lead will hold at 10.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
On first down, Justin Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The numbers a week ago for Everett. 8 catches, 81 yards.
And the competition gets a little bit tougher here because he's got to go against the #1 ranked defense in the NFL against the pass. The latest incarnation of the no-fly zone.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. So far, been so good this season. Well on his way, as you see, to a 1,000-yard campaign. Is he almost having the type of year to where you say, let's let him get his and we'll control everything else?
That's one way to go about it. Personally, I go about it differently. I'm taking on the bully. I've got to, because he gives his team an identity and confidence. And if we slow him down, now guess what? Everyone starts looking at each other like, who's going to make a play? Because he's made all the plays so far. So I have to go get him first. Build my...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are... to add on to their lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Herbert now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3rd and 12. Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. 17-0 our score after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a... Coming up. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Here's Hill on the return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jets will take over. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. It's really been a blistering start to the season for him so far. He's on pace to blow past 1,000 yards. The good receivers, it's interesting, though. You put extra coverage on them, they probably view that as a challenge. All right, I'm going to go after this. You put one guy on them, then they feel disrespected, and they want it to. So how do you cover it?
You're exactly right. That's an insult, right? Especially the year that he's having. But I just have to go ahead and I'm not going to insult him. I'm going to respect him. I'm sending as many people as possible. But one of the reasons he's having this type of a start is despite that type of coverage, he finds a way to what we call uncover late. Ball's thrown, even though there's coverage there, he's the one who can go up and come down with it, finds a way to get to the football.
And the offensive line has given them time in the pocket to have that uncovering late. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. We're going to get a timeout as they deal with an injured player, and it's Tyreek Hill who is the man that's in some discomfort right now. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further.
Pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Right back to Juszczyk again. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. That would give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th and goal.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jets continue to pull away here in this first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Chargers nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. 3rd and long, it's Herbert. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Corner blitz got home there. Pat Surtain, the one that dropped it. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. Good returns on the last drive. He hit the end zone for the second time. Good returns in this first half, really.
Yeah, good returns for his team. Really good returns for the guy. You know where I'm
fantasy.
going. Darn right. Those fantasy guys who have him on their team, they're rejoicing right now, and they have a high expectation that what they've seen already will continue.
Be more. You talk about fantasy a lot, but you don't. Why don't you just play? You don't.
I'm not good enough to play the fantasy game. I enjoy watching.
You're an analyst. You're an expert.
I mean, you were a champ last year. Keep it up.
5th place.
Okay. Well, it's a champ in my book.
On second down, McCaffrey. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. And now they're in the hurry up.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Wilson smart to take off and run with it as he's able to pick up the first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. Touchdown! 41 yards. And the Jets have opened the lead up to 30. Tucker with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw here, Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence, having a lot of point yet, flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Now a 2nd and 2. To throw is Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Davante Adams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets would extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we are at halftime, past the halfway point of the season, and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Running on first down, Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Herbert. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete. The Jets defense making things difficult there. Fourth down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Jets are going to get the football back. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Let's go. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. Down at the 35, it'll be second down. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. From the 35, here's the 2nd and 8. On second down, a run with Hall. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. On third down, here's Hall. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Jet. Fourth down play doesn't work. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At about the 32. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
The coverage by Jordan Whitehead.
Now it's Herbert. They'll find Williams on the slant.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Herbert on 3rd down now. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night.
Here comes Reed.
A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
So here are the Jets now to take over.
They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8.
There he goes, right side. Breece Hall.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
His 9th score on the ground this year and 13th overall. And the Jets are pouring it on.
They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 14-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
To their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game.
Give that quarterback a raise because he's been pedal to the metal all game, sending rusher from all angles of the quarterback. And there, within range of a safety, he really made the right call, and it got him to the ground and picked up 2 points.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Now Brown.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive,
it's caught inside the 25. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get it. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his second touchdown of the night. And the Jets add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Chargers nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Darius Davis on the return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Rough incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Herbert. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They'll toss it out right here to Hall. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9. At the Chargers 17.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Wilson. Dancing to his left. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That is caught. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Hall. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Basement. Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Hall on a give up the middle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall taking it in from 4 yards. The Jets are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Chargers nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Charger drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a jet touchdown. Well, not only is this defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one. And even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose. But you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10.
Herbert has it knocked free.
And it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. He'll buy some time right. Big yardage there on the scramble. That gets him a first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
That's good for our Jets.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Forced out to his left. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Second down and 10.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a jet touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 14-yard line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air.
This is swung out to Eckler.
And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 13-yard line.
Here's Herbert. It's complete to Williams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Go.
Herbert on 1st down now. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Herbert now. He'll get this to Eckler. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Go, go.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. In trouble, and he's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Wilson wants to throw it. That's down the field for Jefferson. And this is taken in at the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes has a way of catching up with you.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep. So for the Jets, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., they fall 2.
Deep down in that mud, baby, now I'm climbing out. They think it'll be us when they find it out. I be taking straight losses lately, what you crying about? I done put blood, sweat, and tears in, that's what I'm dying about. Know it costs to live this life, boy, ain't no signing out. Them boy can't eat on my team, they gotta stay for round. They gon' be talking loud, block out the south. Gotta know who gon' get it done, whether we home or out of town. In the state, gon' run them down.
Yeah, bag my bag again. I started rapping to jump out of oh yeah, I'm my daddy's son. Around that time I was on my grind trying to change where my mama lived. But that was for us, this ain't for me. I ain't never had ill intent. I do what it take to win. I came first place again. I'm coming too hard, no they won't see me fall. I ain't never gonna let them win. I've been on my grind, but man I don't skate. I'm putting up race, I ain't doing no days, no they couldn't relate. Can't even touch for my heart in the safe. I'm trying to get out the hood to the lake. I want the crib with the leg in the back. QB sneaky, getting attacked. Go through the hole like cat in the hat. This a Hellcat, this ain't no scat. Doing a dash, you know what I mean? Doing my big one, letting them see it. And I'm gonna put on for my whole team.
Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time.
Yeah.
Now they watching me on prime time.
No question. No question, they wanna see a demise. Eastside just too fast, yeah, I kill them in stride. I love all my haters, they concealing their pride. Went from humble beginners to numerous winners. I took a few losses, you know I hit, still got chicken to fry. Know some people out here picking a side, know I'm out here picking a line. Watching the fakes, watching the stakes, slither, striking the time. TDE, it's the family, we them dominant dogs. Top tiering, when them comments involved, we out for it all. Rock side, he ain't dropping the ball. Prime time, who want it with us? Got clarity, longevity like bus and bus. Got too far and it's the starve and this and that's a no-no. If I'm hungry then I'm hunting, always on the go-go.
Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time.
I went out and got everything on my own. Please don't try to give me no advice. What was your 2 cents and we was down bad broke and my mama couldn't keep on the light. No cat or no dog, we sleeping with mice. Beans and weenies, we ate it with rice. I swore to my mama that I was gonna change our life. I was grinding every night. By the ring that I'm just trying to get it. Championship, I'm trying to win it. All these racks, I gotta spin it. All my whips be limo tinted. With my squad and mind your business. Everything we start, we finish. Watch I work the hardest with it. Tongue out like I'm Jordan. Without me change my name. Dog days went through pain. Them hard days I wouldn't change. It's the reason I'm still in the game. It's the reason I'm stacking this change. It's the reason I'm chasing this rain. It's the reason I'm still in my lane. It's the reason I'm never gonna change my heart in the game.
I should've served the other one, but he right back for another one. Quarter on the quarter, how you double up right off the bus. Soon as he touch down, run the money up.
Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me, spin and slide, say you gon' step by me, who gon' step by me, who gon' step by me.
Yeah, told him I would be a boss before I had business. I don't even need nobody here to vouch. I was all alone, so I ain't have a witness. Right back to the lab, gotta go to work, I'm revving up my engine. I was just putting groceries in.
I can get it gone in a blink.
Stack money.
We can make a from the sink.
Money.
He can make a call if he tweet.
Black money.
I can make a ball when I speak.
Rap money.
Brother used to hide 100. The hashback partner used to bust a couple scams off of Snapchat. Shorty tryna come up on the bands cause of that. We don't give a Uncle Sam if you ask that. Where the cash in the middle. Boy, I just solved the riddle for this pound cake. Giggles, now I see fiddle all around me. Little, my head was on a swivel. He was pushing a rental. Ain't it coincidental? He ain't really talking money. Who he talking to? Homie hopping, need a they awesome. I can charge a band to get a glimpse of what I'm about to do. They be talking to every about what they ought to do. I ain't tripping off of nothing. My name is Topic Discussion. If I give them attention, they all would probably start blushing. So power and hunt is the only thing that I'm crushing on. Bonafide stood on everything that I stepped on. I can get it gone in a blink.
Stack money.
We can make a from the sink.
Money.
He can make a call if he tweet.
Black money.
I can make a ball when I speak.
Rap money.
Brother used to hide 100. The hashback partner used to bust a couple scams off of Snapchat. Shorty tryna come up on the bands cause of that. We don't give a Uncle Sam if you ask that. Where the cash at?
They couldn't see me coming with binoculars. Even if they did, tell me who the was stopping us. The options keep popping up. Cops trying to lock us up. When it's out the picture, but it ain't no Diddy cropping this. Sorry, officer, I'm a hood philosopher. In the open all the chakras up, the block is out it and molten lava. Check your thermometers, these rats is synonymous to climates in Guatemala, bro. Bet your bottom dollar your favorite rapper to get devoured. Sign his death certificate quick, like sayonara. In fact, it's better if he quit and save himself a problem. He ain't got a chance to solve him. Tell me, get him any
gone in a blink.
Stack money.
We can make a from the sink.
Money.
He can make a call if he tweet.
Black money.
I can make a ball when I speak.
Rap money.
Brother used to hide 100. The hashback partner used to bust a couple scams off of Snapchat. Shorty tryna come up on the bands cause of that. We don't give a Uncle Sam if you ask that. Where the cash at?
Teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake.
It's week 10 of the National Football League, and we've got Breece Hall. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Jets and the Raiders under the lights on Sunday night.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swagger, and you need that to go a long way.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they're halfway home, looking good, at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over.
They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, it's Zach Wilson.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Can I talk my... Come on! That other side. The Oakland way. Hey. C5. Can't nobody do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me. I am God and God is me. Dream so big might die in my sleep. And I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss. Remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game. Never for the love of money. But don't get it twisted. Still clocking big digits. On Rodeo, big spending. All the cribs luxury. I can't recall the last time I did dishes. Big business. All my deals 6 figures and up. When you get it out the mud, it hit different. Used to sell when the cops came, we hit fences. Now I'm blowing smoke out the country with 2 thick. I'ma take them both back to the penthouse and get. That's how it's supposed to be. Life is beautiful. I'm doing won't believe. Flew out to Colombia and brought me home some. Used to be the underdog, now they booked me overseas. And I don't wanna be nobody else, nigga. Do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me. I am God and God is me. Dream so big might die in my sleep, but I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss. Remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money. I used to wanna be like Wayne. I used to wanna be like Nip with the Cuban link chain. I used to rap like Jay, trying to make me a name. Now all I do is C5, and I'ma stay in my lane. I could do it.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got Breece Hall. He's coming off a great week, reaching triple digits in yards with a collection of touchdowns. It's the Jets and the Raiders on Sunday night.
Now from a field that will host Super Bowl 58 come February, there's a good look inside Allegiant Stadium just off the 15 here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they've gone a full half season since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And you don't get on win streaks like this without your defense playing a big role. They've created quite an identity, and I know they want and streak to get to 9.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here's Wilson to throw right away.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all. I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Wilson and Wilson connecting here.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Being chased out left. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Zach Wilson.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Jets are on the board first here in Vegas.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was Zach Wilson who took it in himself on the touchdown run to cap it off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Raiders offense heading out with their new man under center for 2023, the former Patriot, former 49er, Jimmy Garoppolo.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
On the return is Reed.
It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Garrett Wilson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And
females! Good to see you, buddy.
Two division leaders in the AFC.
They have developed quite the loaded Jets lineup since the last video.
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game,
lots and lots of free agent signings and trades and that.
Prior to this one, I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? They'll drop to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
I'm not sure they mentioned it as a goal during the week or even talked
yeah, it's good for any D-line. My entire thing is loaded. Loaded lineup. You'll see. You'll notice. Just notice all the players over time.
The New York set to take the field. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening.
They've got his man complete. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Here's Wilson. He'll let this go for Adams. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jets add 6 to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often
Zach Wilson got an arm. If only Zach Wilson played like this, females. If only. That'd be really fucking nice.
It only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Michael Mayer, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Jets defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offensive.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? He'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
Oh, it's not supposed to be fair. It's not how you win. You don't win by playing fair. You don't win by playing fair.
Taking a couple yards shy of midfield.
Move the ball back so I can get better throws and more stats.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly what I'm doing.
Any hopes for any type of a comeback.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Here's Wilson to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. On the return, it's Rodgers. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Garoppolo now, first down throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. New York set to take the field. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game, because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule.
And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll give to Hall. Breaks through the contact.
I got George Kittle, I got Travis Kelce, you know. Because why not both?
His 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Oh, that's it.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Raiders nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smoke.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Aaron Donald, his 2nd sack of the night. The offense on third down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Fielded at the 33. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Jets taking over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense.
He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Now Wilson.
He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
A toss left side for Hall.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down. They needed 3. They got 6. Plenty enough for the conversion on 4th. Back to the ground with Hall.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
On 1st down, right back to Hall.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to
I want to get my fullback to get one.
Now we give to the big fullback Juszczyk. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Right back to Juszczyk again. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Kyle Juszczyk taking it in from a yard out.
And the Jets go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this 1st half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
Here we go.
Still in the 1st half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock. Let's get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Max Crosby in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Davante Adams with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? They'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line. But there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Now Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Throwing is Wilson. Looking deep for Adams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Open man here, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. To throw is Wilson. Flushed out right. Caught, it's Wilson. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Fourth down, here's Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Now it's Wilson. Now he steps away. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow. On that play.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. On the toss, it's Hall. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Hall. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And quickly they get to the line. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone?
I did not want to select this play.
And what in the world? Now they're going to fake it. The fake punt works to
But it worked.
perfection. And the Jets extend their lead yet again. Well, here is one you do not see often. A fake punt run all the way to the house for a touchdown.
Number one, you fooled the defense. They thought for sure the ball was going to be punted. But you also know you have to pick up excellent blocking going downfield to spring your runner after the fake. Well done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over. The Jets take it over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Here's Hall again. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 118 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Straight ahead is Hall. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
A handoff for Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jets will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
Here we go.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out.
Here we go.
But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday
night. 106 negative yards. Woof.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody.
Here we go.
The Raiders on third down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's A.J. Cole now, standing just outside his own goal line. Here comes Reed. It'll be a 45-yard punt and couple that with a loss on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there's going to be any lost yardage.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Davante Adams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
They're quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. They go play action now. Wilson rolling to his left. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Kyle Juszczyk. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got to set back and have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
To throw, it's Garoppolo.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. Oh, the return is Reed. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 11. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And he's got it inside the 10. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
Wilson will throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Caught. It's the tight end, Kelsey. He's got a Jets touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Jets are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. So out come the Raiders. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Here's Wilson to throw. Dancing to his left. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Jets. Kyle Juszczyk, 38 yards. And the Jets add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now left side on the swing pass. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Now Garoppolo. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Stays on his feet. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Garoppolo again. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw them break out on 3rd down? Dime defense. Blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed.
Here we go.
Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick them off for the 2nd time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. That one's on Quentin Nelson, the all-pro guard. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Wilson wants to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turn.
It's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever. The gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study. Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man, then black is seasoned with my panthers. Pretty girls, you think I'm handsome, just coasting through these mantras. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing, keep it moving, trying to be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explore this war before I go. And that's some hours in my feng shui. Now it's like work for 10K, all cause it is pen gaming. Bit insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red eye flights, hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I head on stage, they were like, see the car going ahead, they were like, so I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh yeah, see the car going ahead, they were like, ooh yeah. Courageous, raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehavior, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give a about who be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the you think your day is. But hey, what about it? So I stepped on stage, they were like, see the car going ahead, they were like, so I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh yeah, see the car going ahead, they were like,
Step up on the style, hardest beat, it's a grand Hey, used to have a silver tooth and I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the fitness, I'm a diamond and to run it back. Used to have a silver tooth but I was just a pup. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. I let shorty clean the fitness, I'm a diamond and to run it. First order of biz, no snitch, and I try to keep it silent, but the kids don't listen. And got another hit, no flinch, and I tell them send a watch that I can fit both wrists. She on the class trying to get a nigga. She think I'm a last cause I got a pass with her, and I ain't trying to let it down, but I'm next. If you was trying to settle down, get a fact. Song pull up in the city with a nice jump. Lights off, lights on. Chinese throw the chicken, need a wipe to throw the rice on. Pull up double park with all the ice on. Pick up like she running up, she one of them. She pay a bill, she it up. 52nd Street, I double down, then I doubled up. 2023, and I'm the only coming out, yeah.
Can't stop till we all okay. I drop with the whole world sings. When I do like this, it's the big black dog.
Hey, used to have a silver tooth and I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the pendants, I'm a diamond in the rough.
24 karat DVDs in the stars. Rings going off like Michael with the club. Only one model with designers in the thugs. When we shop fabric on, bring a bottle full of couple platinum records later, still I got the game locked. Cut my lines fresher than Tory Lane's pop. Who got it swerve and it's missing every raindrop. Hit him with the then they get their brain swap. Walk around like I'm nigga with the diamonds in the clock. You ain't walking on these I got diamonds in my socks. Might be funny like I'm Biggie, but I'm riding like I'm Pop. I'm the king of your city, give a about your block. Lights on, lights off. Go on, trick it if you know that talk. Deep dive and I get lost. Go on, turn up if you know that you the boss.
Hey, used to have a silver tooth and I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the pendants, I'm a diamond and to run it back. Used to have a silver tooth but I was just a pup.
Yeah. Back in my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this J. I never change. Can put myself back in the minimum wage. Gotta keep following this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me it's the front line.
It's a sweet. What? It's a sweet. Yeah. What? Acting like we ain't the ones, man. Talk is cheap. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweet. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweet. Get that boy out of there. We ain't playing no games, we playing for keeps. Yeah. It's a sweet. It's my time, I know Patty Philippe. They was yapping, I don't hear a peep. Yeah, I stepped through that spot, I don't creep. Yeah, we ain't on none of that. Can't call it lucky, I give it my all every day.
Yeah, in London, stand up. Look. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's on, man, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you I'm on it, break, no side, no about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Camp, it's half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she love that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cut that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna lock me at tell her it's not that. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. I'm a #1 like you say, set pace. Used to kick ball on the estate back then. T90s with the Levi's matching. Rips in the denim, that's classic. These beats get wrapped like Futamaki, that's a sushi roll. I'm a young CEO, gotta do as you're told. from A to B, long way to go. About time they know about me. Hello, the jiggle and clap, jello. I've been on top, where they at? Below, presidential flow, Marilyn Monroe. I got pounds, got euros, stacking them both. Bit of he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get it all prepaid. What you, I'm on it, break, no side, know about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate.
I should've served the other one, but he right back for another one. Quarter on the quarter, how you double up right off the bus. Soon as he touch down, run the money up. One. Water, a little vinegar mix, it's tough enough, take another. Get plenty room, you get money with my run, been nothing but stun. I done up a bunch of them, this what got them ducking me. They don't come out the house like a punishment. The ones they jumping me. 4 or 5 years and they work is numbing me. Too forever, the she won't rushing me. Ask anybody what's up with me. Rolling butt off. Been up a week, why could never out hustle me? They was older, broker than the younger me. Back then they couldn't with me. I ain't never punched no card or made no money off no. They focus you on live. The net and what you post on it don't mean to a real. All it take for you don't get your way and now you feel different. All it take for you that paper now you feel different. All it take don't talk you for a day and now you feel different. All it take for you to catch a case and now you feel different. I swear I don't feel. Make me feel different. I swear I don't feel. Never feel. Please get established. Better bow her head when I walk past her. Where your manners? As a kid, stay with my granny. Daddy went to jail for. Lost my only chance being happy. Damn what happened. Outcome match my actions. Talk then I back it. Great example. I'm the standard. Come to preaching what you practice. Actually, I can't fathom or rationalize it. Move past it. He determined this from his section. Island daily, well respected, well connected. Look there, tell me God gon' let us into heaven with this. Focus you on live. The net and what you post on it don't mean to a real. All it take for you don't get your way and now you feel different. All it take for you that paper now you feel different. All it take don't talk you for a day and now you feel different. All it take for you to catch a case and now you feel different. I swear I don't feel. Make me feel different. I swear I don't feel. Never feel different.
Whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich.
Hector, buddy, what's up? I'm gonna call it in a few minutes. I'm so happy to see you in here. I'm doing good, buddy. Very happy to see you in the chat. And we got B Mills in here, Hector.
Watch your words and your tone, you not a part. My advice, please don't try to be a rock. Let me know they whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me. Hustling, that's what made me. That's what made me rich.
How about them Cowboys? How about them Cowboys? You ain't kidding, Hector.
I'm fresh up out the gutter, I don't know if you can tell. I'm hustling for everything I do for legacy. You can call me any type of day, my dog ain't never sleep. The only rule I got is if don't embarrass me. I write down my problems, then record it just for therapy, just for clarity.
Where's those coming here?
Doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my ratings. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Whole club selling out of the hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my ratings. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club.
And max feel splurging. Living proof what you can have, keep working, okay? People let it talk, they say whatever. Opinions change just like the weather. I got a question for whoever. Who do it better? Who do it better? Who do it better? Who do it better?
This the king of cross, sometimes they call me Lucifer. Talk about you do this and that, ain't none of that, they're new to us. Acting like that you pop off, no damn well that you grew to us. Been in my own lane, carry you like that do the truck. Trend following, I'm surprised you just not catching up. It's my way or the highway, baby girl, I'm not a settler. Don't play with my kind, no matter my mind, I promise you won't get pitiful. They love me, I promise I do the bare minimum. My people, they say that I'm underrated, but it's crazy, I'm steady, they killing them. Can't ride my wave, I'm flipping them. Come up for some earth and I'm dipping them.
Sick of all you. Weak. Sick of being so man. It's dead for that, man. It's 2023. Maybe talk about, man. All I wanna do is talk. I can really give up.
What you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm good on my hood like they call me the blessing. You jacking my side, you gotta come and check in. That's the way it get hectic. Don't let me slide up on you, no electric. You hit them like it's Tetris. You felt the way and all you do is text it. Listen, I don't know why they mentioning me. I don't think no one better than me. You can say what you want, but my steppers don't speak. If I tell them to go, then they stepping on 3 like for the chain that's competitive. Me make it rain in your hood like I weather the street. My label we good, I'ma get to the breach. You only as tough as your weapon could be. I done caught me a Dylan, I got off the block. Cause the hater put that on the watch. The ice on my neck is so shorty on hot. There's some rappers that want me to flop. I don't care about no dissing cause none of them pop. And I'm shooting my stars off a pop. They be all on my DM like when you gon' drop. Look, it get boring just me at the top. It get boring just me at the top. I be shaking their hearts every time that I drop. Like when I walk in the spot, it says you won't be in this if you don't make it hot like new deal. AP, I done signed up with Def Jam. Jay-Z got the in my left hand. Play me every time that I step them. Hate me like what? Play with the gang and you play with your life. With a bag in your head, it don't matter the price. Put on their neck, so I got me some ice. If I'm dissing you once, I ain't saying it twice. Said I got time today, I done stepped in the field. I got time to play. And my eddies are up, they had time to wait. Blocking, I said I got time away. Like, what you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm good on my hood like they call me the blessing. You jacking my side, you gotta come and check in. That's the way it get hectic. Don't let me slide up on you, no electric. Blocking, hit them like it's Tetris. You felt the way and all you do is text it. Listen.
most my days thinking if I would ever live inside the background. Now I feel strange, they out to get me another day, another man down. I'm picking my shoes, I'm picking the litter, I'm pushing the limit, I'm picking the slack now.
It's clear this ain't gold, look around where we roam through. In the land of the broken, it's a lot we was prone to. Quick as sand was engulfing, but intact with my soul. Been dispatched, I'm evolving, searching for solitude. But most fold, I'm comic composed. Stop the politicking with no, they vote, this is froze. I'm off the hit with the 50s, I can't be product and system. I pray to God, no, we listen. Most in my face with some kisses. Nah, cause we ain't got time to keep off our toes. The type of victim make you consider throwing the towel. I'm in the mood to make y'all remember going to proud. Sharpen my sword, declaring the war on foes and cows, yeah. So pass me the torch, thrones and crowns. It's the voice of the future tonight, rooster sounds. The Bronze Age forever, this a God-given level. On a high like crescendo when my mind stay resembled.
Picking your shoes, I'm picking the slack now. The most my days thinking if I would ever live inside the background. Now I feel strange, they out to get me another day, another man down. I'm picking my shoes, I'm picking the litter, I'm pushing the limit, I'm picking the slack now.
There you go. I'm with the cash like Diego.
God. Yeah, all these dumps on go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, all these shooters on me just go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, got a dime piece with me, she gon' go just like Diego. God. Yeah, they don't play with me cause they know that I'm on go, no Diego. Solitaire. Earrings, they be shining, keep it blinded. Ain't met up, yeah, I can't. Since I got rich, she say I'm just cause I took her on the island. The money keep on piling. Talk to me, yeah. Better talk nice. Fucking up with the fettuccine, they both dead, can't talk twice. Know they pray on my downfall. Everything I do, I gotta walk like. Let them in, jacket off. Rich, so I'm off like. God. Yeah, all these dumps on me go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, all these shooters on me just go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, got a dime piece with me, she gon' go just like Diego. God. Yeah, they don't play with me cause they know that I'm on go, no Diego.
Why you think we the same? We ain't the same. I'm the type to do the hitting up, you the type to pay hitters. Why you think we the same? We ain't the same. I'm the type to do the hitting up, you the type to pay hitters.
Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the roads and the Bentley when you winning. When you winning. Oh, you ride designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning. Yo, she could come around but can't stick around. That's how I tease her. Been having my waist since a little. I ain't never been no pleaser. Always gonna crush be in your zone when you winning on your own. When you winning, wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you ride designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. I don't do but I've been off them all week. Tryna take this far as I can, I want it all on sleep. Might just put a 40 ball in my mouth, cause I know my talk ain't cheap. Soon as you start running up money, they can tell cause it reeks. Oh boy, it's so much to see. Gotta learn to keep your balance. Going to sleep on silk sheets, but it used to be a pallet. Fell in love with shopping, I'm getting a grip of it, I don't need no stylist. Walking them out to the bag on anything if it got me smiling. I'm on every L that I ever took, I promise. Flashy with a system on, man, I don't look, that's how I'm coming. Can't wait to touch a meal like I ain't got no food inside my tummy. Been had a vision, seen it vividly before it got sunny. You could tell I'm committed. This get hard and I get it, but long as you stay authentic, you'll be destined to win it. I recreated my image. This was earned, never given. Gonna be that way till it's finished. Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own. When you winning, wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you ride designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning.
I count this money, then I count my blessings. If I ever took an L, then it stood for lesson. I'm the one, ain't no second guessing. Tried to dim my light, but my soul fluorescent. Wait, I tried to stay, but depressing. I even prayed to God, he ain't get the message. I'm living in the present, they gon' feel my presence. You can't dim my light, cause I'm luminescent. I rose from the ashes of the section. I seen a stranger in my own reflection. I point the in my own direction. I would've did it for my own protection. Keep debating about the GOAT. I'm the one like 2, 3, 4, 5. How you playing both sides? How I made 1 million, 2 million multi. How I made 8 figures, 8 million 4 times. And I was underutilized the whole time. It's rigged. I guess they couldn't find a gold mine. You dig? The sheep sleep on me, but the ghost co-sign. I stopped thinking about the future cause we got no time. The world changed. Damn. The world changed. Yeah, I tried and failed. I see my best friends jail, but betrayal was the real pain. Damn, the world changed. Look, I built walls around the house, networking. All these bloodsuckers, I just hope this networking. Soul searching, broken hearted with my chest hurting. But I was gifted with the best curses. I'm suffocating and my weight keep fluctuating. I showed love, how the f you hating? Damn, I'm the greatest, but that's unrelated. I either overstay my welcome or I'm underrated. Lately I've been trying to wake sleepers. The fake woke and the gatekeepers. Too shallow for big fish, I stay deeper. We all gotta meet the same reaper and the same maker, even if we never touch the same paper. Made enough for a surplus. Quotas, but the money brought us much closer. Used to be silent when they load up. Remember that? Now they sit around and upload them. I swear the world changed. I swear to God the world changed. You should tell her that you love her, now you can't even remember that girl name. I swear to God the world changed. The world changed.
Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me.
Spinning slide. Say you gon' step by me. Who gon' step by me? Who gon' step by me?
Yeah, told him I would be a boss before I had business. I don't even need nobody here to vouch. I was all alone, so I ain't have a witness. Right back to the lab. Gotta go to work, I'm revving up my engine. I was just putting groceries in the bag. Now wait a minute, yeah, forgot to mention.
Listen, buddy, Hector, I know I'm probably jinxing you when I say this, but fuck it, perfect season. Why not? You have to look at the Brock Purdy guy hasn't lost. You guys have won all these freaking consecutive games. I mean, you could easily make the argument. As wild as it is. This might be one of the best. This might be the best San Francisco team ever. I mean, it's wild what you can do because you're putting so little money into the quarterback position. Purdy could Purdy could actually win MVP. I hope Purdy wins the MVP. That would be wild. The last pick in the draft, winning the MVP, and then winning the Super Bowl. Winning the Super Bowl MVP as well too.
It's Madden.
Yeah, it's hard to compare. We have to see what they do, but this team is completely fucking stacked.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15. So here are the Jets now backed up to start their first drive. They're led out by a... overall pick in the draft from BYU, Zach Wilson.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week. So keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
Now Wilson on second down. Forced out to his left. And they'll get him down here at the 23. And a early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. To throw is Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Throwing is Wilson. Flushed out right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory.
Good for them. You don't have to wish Jimmy G anything. That guy's got the fucking looks and everything. I mean, that guy needs no fucking luck wished to him. I mean, that guy, genetic lottery right there.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 8th play in this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 18. Now Wilson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 22 carries, 104 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a bad game, big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really insane.
And Knox is going to have the Bills' 1st down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. Now Allen. Just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And he is across midfield.
Damn it.
From 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
And no one there to stop him. Gets it the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today,
and that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the in the spot where they're number 1 in the conference.
The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's down the field for Jefferson. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Now Wilson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Wilson. Buying time to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now it's Wilson. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Justin Jefferson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But they're all... margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Allen. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down.
Now Allen. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. Tucker now to add the point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The scoop and score always. Playing football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hold as he's brought down at the 11. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing now is Allen. Under pressure, they got him again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. And Allen has the blitz coming. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. So here are the Jets now to take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, these two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this season with the Jets winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Buffalo. Wilson. This one caught by Kittle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he'll find Hall. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Hall fighting to stay upright inside the 10. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually...
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Zach Wilson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Jets have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was Zach Wilson who took it in himself on the touchdown run to cap it off. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it. I think you just... I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Allen going to throw. Setting up the screen, Harris. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On 3rd down, here's Harris. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Justin Jefferson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets are able to add on to their 1st half lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the rout is on here in this 1st half.
Bills nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Nope, the Raiders. I don't think the Raiders are making it either, Hector.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's the punter, Martin, down to
kick it away.
Shit. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, here's your bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Here's Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the
too
Jets'
bad, Raiders.
26. Allen now looks to throw. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
For the Bills field goal, a 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. That's down the field for Jefferson. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Out of bounds. Kicking team.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time. And
Going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't...
Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers.
And I think the ball's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Justin Jefferson, 36 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. On 2nd down, here's Allen. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdown.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Wilson on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Touchdown! George Kittle, 62 yards. And the Jets get another
third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Bills 3. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And now out come the Bills.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now they run the option on second down.
Allen hit. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, he was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
Running left, it's Hall. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
44 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Jets are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Buffalo set to get the football back here. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and net.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fielded just inside the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. New York set to take the field.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
They'll go again with Hall.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this when he's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
Now Wilson working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Justin Jefferson, 51 yards. And the Jets just continue to roll. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Bills 3. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find...
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Yeah, hopefully the 49ers can make it then, but I think you're thinking too far ahead, buddy.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Give to Hall running right.
Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Jets take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw, it's Allen. Steps away. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And here we are almost through 3. And this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
3 quarters in the books.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen, they push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets will take over. The Jets take it over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. And you've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And they're going to speed things up here. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Oh, he sheds himself free. Still on his feet. He's on his way. Breece Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, 79 yards. And the Jets add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they...
Allen hit. He lost the football. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their
This will be my final match, so like I'm gonna do a few things after this just to like get the roster ready and shit. But it's my final one. It's like 3 a.m. here, so I want to call it really soon. But I appreciate everybody here hopping on for a minute.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he's only going to make it to the
B Mills, Hector, really great to see you in the chat. I really appreciate it. It really makes me happy.
To take over here.
Yeah, congrats on those 49ers.
We said at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable.
I was looking at the 49ers schedule at some point, like week 10-ish, they played the Eagles. And I was thinking it'd be, well, the Jets play the Eagles this week, but the Jets lose to the Eagles, then it would be really cool to see the Eagles and 49ers play each other undefeated.
To the air, Allen. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Rolling to his right, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Micah Parsons in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Here comes Reed. A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
On first down, Wilson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing is Wilson. Powering his way forward. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 232 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Inside the 10. And the Jets are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Wilson. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Here's Wilson to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you know, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Throwing on first down is Allen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
At the 17-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. The return is Reed. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well.
Hector, that would be cool.
And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
Here we go.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out right at the 35. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Wilson wants to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Wilson to Wilson there. Zach to Garrett for a Jet first down. Back to throw. Wilson. Going right back to Wilson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Again, Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Wilson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Tucker now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Landry. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from
let's I just want to be alive. Nah, it's a long time from now, but it's cool.
They want to try and put points on the board.
Setting up the screen, Harris. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw a play.
Allen hit. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Oh, Wilson going to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Buffalo offense back out ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling. No. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's got a man, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every...
She keep looking at me like she feeling me. Girl, the way you be moving, the stuff you be doing, you tripping out and it's killing me. Man, that's what I got, you be tripping. I can't even do it, my girl, I'm Tiffany. Damn, and she tryna cut me off. No, she cannot do it, no, she cannot sit to me. Mark your spot, that boy get on. Send him the car, he finna get blessed on. I get the paper, I'm talking about Benjamin Franklin. Not talking about the one that you sketch on. He play dumb, get his on. Hit a crib, but he loving on red bone. Now I'm hard to reach, I'm about my cheese. I'm moving around with 2 phones. Move around like an island boy, but it ain't for the head, cause I keep me a vest on. Get down like the Backstreet Boys, cause it make you dance, but you better get your groove on. And I'm not talking about, but it too strong. Talking and we get it started, pull up in the U-Haul, you get your move on. And they know they ain't seeing us. You put all of your pin in that double cup. Wanna step at yourself, are you good enough? Wanna step at yourself, are you hood enough? If I hear them kids, know you pulling up. And now you lay that.
Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me, spin the slide, say you gon' step by me, who gon' step by me, who gon' step by me.
Yeah, told him I would.
Stop, here we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Shit, gotta go, we don't move it scary.
Glad time shed a tear that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like it's Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less. Flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one wrong way. Richer than me. This ain't up for debate. You out of luck. Maybach, lay black, matte black. Just on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all black tint. They don't know it's me, but they got a little hint. How you worry about it when you can't pay rent? I've been there. Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of Mount King, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17. Back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why these talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move it was all a dream. Keep on talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play and then it is time. Better believe we gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up and put that on YouTube. Why you always rapping about it that you do? Why you always rapping about it that you do? Hey, if it's up like that, it's up like that. If it's up like that, it's up like that.
Sometimes my feelings are sometimes I can't even give it a try.
Sometimes I keep it inside, but still I cry. Still I cry.
Can I talk my?
Come on,
That other side.
the Oakland way.
Hey.
C5.
Can't nobody do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me. I am God and God is me. Dream so big might die in my sleep. And I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss. Remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money. But don't get it twisted. Still clocking big digits. On Rodeo, big spending. All the cribs luxury. I can't recall the last time I did dishes. Big business. All my deals 6 figures and up. When you get it out the mud, it hit different. Used to sell when the cops came, we hit fences. Now I'm blowing smoke out the country with 2 thick. I'ma take them both back to the penthouse and get. That's how it's supposed to be. Life is beautiful. I'm doing won't believe. Flew out to Colombia and brought me home some. Used to be the underdog, now they put me overseas. And I don't wanna be nobody else, nigga. Do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me. I am God and God is me. Dream so big might die in my sleep, but I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss, remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money. I used to wanna be like Wayne. I used to wanna be like Nip with the Cuban link chain. I used to rap like Jay, trying to make me a name. Now all I do is C5, and I'ma stay in my lane. I could do anything I put my mind to, that's fact. I wanna be a so I start. I like so I went on and start flipping packs. I heard the drought 3 and said, dog, I'm a rap. I did that, superseded expectation. I refuse to settle for anything less than greatness. I'm the hottest rapper on the West, let's just face it. So put that pride to the side, then let's get paper. Can't nobody do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me, I am God and God is me. Dream so big might die in my sleep, but I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss, remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money.
I gotta tell you, I know they've won, but it feels like the Jets are one of those after, man, and 12 whole teams. It's unbelievable. Fuck, I'm the pass protector. Oh, there we go. Do it that way. And the more I know, I'm learning with Hector tonight.
Can I talk my?
Come on.
That other side.
The Oakley way.
Hey,
C5.
Can't nobody do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else, cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me. I am God and God is me. Dreams so big, might die in my sleep. And I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss, remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money. But don't get it twisted, still clocking big digits. On Rodeo, big spending. All the cribs luxury. I can't recall the last time I did dishes, big business. All my deals 6 figures and up. When you get it out the mud, it hit different. Used to sell when the cops came, we hit fences. Now I'm blowing smoke out the country with 2 thick. I'ma take them both back to the penthouse and get. That's how it's supposed to be. Life is beautiful, I'm doing won't believe. Flew out to Colombia and brought me home some. Used to be the underdog, now they booked me overseas. And I don't wanna be nobody else, nigga. Do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else, cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me. I am God and God is me. Dream so big, might die in my sleep, but I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss, remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money. I used to wanna be like Wayne. I used to wanna be like Nip with the Cuban link chain. I used to rap like Jay, trying to make me a name. Now all I do is C5, and I'ma stay in my lane. I could do anything I put my mind to, that's fact. I wanna be a so I start. I like, so I went on and start flipping packs. I heard the drought 3 and said, dog, I'm a rap. I did that, superseded expectation. I refuse to settle for anything less than greatness. I'm the hottest rapper on the West, let's just face it. So put that pride to the side, then let's get paper. Can't nobody do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else, cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me, I am God and God is me. Dream so big, might die in my sleep, but I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss, remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money.
Bars. C5. Just incredible. Hunger Flow 2. It's easy. Incredible.
Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is seasoned with my passions. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these matches. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving, trying to be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explode this war before I go. And that's some hours in my face way. Now it's like worth for 10K or cause it is pay game. Bit insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red eye flights. Got straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I head on stage, they were like, see the crowd going ahead, they were like.
Okay, looking at this, everything seems to be clear. Alright, I think I'm going to call it, everybody. Hector, I appreciate all the comments. Everybody, appreciate it all. Everybody have a lovely, lovely, lovely night.